Okay, we are back. We're all very proud of the people who are associated with Rob Dennis Show. We're very proud of all of them, and we're especially proud of people with talent. And we only have the very best talent here on the Rob Dennis Show, right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
And I've had guests on the show when Suzi has been singing, and they all say, wow. They all say, wow. She's a great entertainer. She's if there's a thing out there called it, and no one can describe it, but when you have it, there's a thing in show business said, you know, it's being at the right place at the right time. But if you don't have the goods, being at the right place, it's not going to work. Well, wherever she goes, she's got the it factor, and she would be ready to do anything. She's a very talented lady. We're going to sit down and talk to her about some of her charities. So make welcome Suzi Goody right here. Suzi Goody. A guest. This is your second time as a guest. Second time as doing double duty.
My third time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how many times.
I've been in this chair a lot.
You do a thing. Tell me, it's called Bikers Prayer. How's it go?
That sounds good. It's called the Blessing of the Bikes.
Blessing of the Bikes.
Blessing of the Bikes.
And explain the history of that, because I think it's a very nice thing you do.
All right. Well, the Blessing of the Bikes it's an event that happens annually. And what it's about is bikers coming together to get their bikes blessed for a safe riding season. But another great thing about it is that we're raising money for GreeneBucs. And GreeneBucs has another kind of bikes that they deal with. They make special trikes and recumbent bikes for kids and disabled veterans.
Like three-wheeler type things?
Right. And so we raise money so that they can give those bikes away for free to those people.
Wow. And for years you were at Welcome Stadium.
Well, we started over there in Beaver Creek at Nutter Center, and we were there about 2 or 3 years, and then we moved to Welcome Stadium, and we were over there about 7 years. And now we just changed our venue, so it's going to be at Kil-Kare Raceway.
I won't forget that from now on.
And we're always on the third Sunday in May. So everyone is welcome. I actually do not have a bike. But
Where's my phone?
But I drive my car, so you can drive your car there. You could take your bicycle. Last year we had about, 20 mopeds there. It was really great. And I sing the national anthem. So that's how I got involved with the Blessing of the Bikes. So
And
I've
she
sang
knows
it.
all the words and never.
I do, and I don't mess
tried.
it up. For 10 years I've sang it, so that's how I got involved. And now, for the past, 10 years, I've been also on the committee. So I promote it and go to all the meetings, and we decided where we're going to set everything up there at Kil-Kare. So the stage that I'm going to sing on is actually going to be on the drag strip.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
How many are you expecting for the next event?
Well, in the past we've had about 10,000 bikes. So if you think about it, and every bike, let's say half of them has a passenger. That's a lot of people.
And
So
no
you guys do the
problems.
math?
And no problems.
And no
from what I've
problems.
heard.
Everything is peaceful. It's all about camaraderie and putting a good image out there of the good people that do ride the bikes. We've got all kinds.
Wow. You know, you said the word blessing of the bikes. Did you go, well, I always say this, did you happen to see, because the television goes on from the minute I wake up until I zonk out at 2 in the morning. I watched a lot of the Pope when he was here.
Okay.
And on every channel, I'm not Catholic, but I really like this guy. And do you happen to remember a clip? Because I didn't see that clip, but there was a clip when he was riding along and he told him to stop. And a woman walked up and reached up with her baby, and he kissed the baby's head.
Yes,
You know the story?
I do. And the baby had a brain tumor.
Brain tumor.
I saw that on Facebook today.
Yes.
And it's shrinking.
That's what they say.
Isn't it amazing? It's shrinking. What a great story.
That is a
What
great story.
So these blessings, things that you're doing, they're out there. They're out there.
These kids, their lives are changed forever once they get a bike, because these are kids that maybe, they can't move their legs. So then they pedal with their hands, or maybe, they need more therapy. And this gets them out of just being sedentary, and they're out there feeling like a regular kid, doing things that kids do.
Is there a dollar amount that you remember from last year that was raised? Is that how you kind of?
No, I can't give you a dollar amount.
Okay.
But we have a website you can check out.
Okay.
It's Blessing of the Bikes, SW Ohio, which stands for Southwest Ohio.
Okay.
So it's Blessing of the Bikes, SWOhio.com. And I actually run the webpage. That's something new for me this year.
Yeah, it's
and I
they-
changed the whole
they-
layout. It's pretty cool looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also run their Facebook. So you can look for us on Facebook at Blessing of the Bikes.
So you just sit around
See my
and do nothing
face
all
on
the
the
day?
Facebook.
Sit around and do nothing all the time?
That's right.
That's a big job
Oh, I know.
to keep it all updated.
It is.
Yes.
Bless her heart, Robin
Enjoy
does the audio. She does all of the Rob Dennis Show stuff on the internet and contacts
Right.
bands and all the stuff she puts on there. And she's an angel in disguise, I'll tell you. We really appreciate
very
Robin and all the
talented,
work
yeah.
she does. But I wanted to, there's something else when you said you sang the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
There was another clip of a little boy in Australia. No, it's in America, I think. 'Cause there's so many clips they show you so
Which anthem
fast.
was he singing? That should give you a clue.
And he was singing the national anthem. Well, you couldn't really understand it. But let's say it was American, he was singing it.
Okay.
So he's about 9 years old. No, 6 years old. And he gets
Okay.
out there on the mic. He goes, oh, say, can you see my... He got the hiccups so bad, and people just clapped and made him feel so...
He kept fighting through, though. See, the show must go
Such
on.
a cute little kid. He got
Right.
the hiccups
Fake it till you
right
make
in
it.
the middle of the national.
awesome.
Did you ever get the hiccups when you sang national anthem? So smooth, Suzi?
Never. But
Okay.
I did have some fright when they put me up in a cherry picker one time over there at Welcome Stadium, and it's halfway up the flagpole.
Yeah.
I was running it. They told me right before I got in it, oh, would you like to get in there and sing? I'm like, well, okay. I'm afraid of heights, but okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I did, and so I got it going, and I took it up, and then I couldn't remember how to get down.
No.
That was kind of...
So how'd you get down?
Well, I
Somebody-
thought maybe I'd just kind of scooch down in there because it's kind of tall in the bucket, and they wouldn't notice. And I thought everybody would be going, she's still up there. So I figured it out. Evidently, I'm here.
So it's the third Sunday, what'd you...
It's always the third Sunday in May.
May.
And this past year was our 15th year, and it was also my 10th year singing the anthem. So we're coming up on our 16th annual
Wow.
Blessing of the Bikes.
It gets bigger
Well,
every
It's the
year.
biggest in Ohio.
When April comes, just remind me, I need to have you talk about this on the, April, May. Probably the last, it's in May.
Right.
The first show in May, because it airs 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And if there's any change, I'll let you know, but I
Okay.
want these shows to be airing, talking about the blessing
Well,
of
we
the
could
bike,
do it
so.
maybe a little earlier even so that people
Yeah, okay.
get a heads up and they can make plans to be there.
Okay, just remind me, because this is an important deal, and I want to make sure you remind me of that, so I can have you on and talk about that. If there's
Thank you.
anybody that you like that you think ought to be a part of that show, let me know, and we'll
Okay.
talk with them too.
I appreciate that.
So are you ready to do another song of it, Susie Smoochy
I
Tuesday
guess
Doozy
so.
with
I think I'll go
strawberries
get a
and
little
whipped
drink
cream
of
on
water and I'll
top?
be ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go there and do another song for we want to hear you sing. One of the greatest singers, I tell you, I think I've ever heard. Susie Godey, everybody.